Hello everyone, this is Sharmin Khan from Milky Way Art Design. So today I'm going to work on a triptych. So what I'm doing, this is a 12-inch by 4-inch canvas. It's a set of 3 and I bought them from Michaels. Of course, if you guys go to Michaels, you have seen this size. So what I did, I taped the back, and see, I inserted these plastics, and I got these plastics from some old packaging, and so I cut them in sizes and I shoved them inside to make sure that the canvas stays secure. And then I am going to use this tape to stick my canvas on top of the mat, and it's basically, I use this mat which I just cut it from refrigerator shelving mats, and they work really well. They work really well, so you just can peel it off. So we are going to work on split base, and the colors that I'm using today on the base, both of them are my custom colors. So in the center I'm going to have white, and the way I'm going to layer it is just like a paste. I'm just making sure I don't have too much, because those will be wasted. And the amount of area I am covering with white, it's going to be covered with other colors. So at the end of the day, there will not be any white to see. At least you'll know that it's there because you're watching me make this, but in reality, when I'm done, it's not there. I hope you understand what I mean. So on this side, I have this kind of turquoisey aqua color. Again, it's a mixture of a bunch of other colors, so not very sure what the colors are here. Just you can see that I'm making sure it's really crucial that you make sure that those two colors touch, so the paints that you put on top of them will flow easily, flawlessly. That's what you want. Now let's talk about the sides. On the side, I don't want to show any white, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hand, and it's kind of messy. I'm going to rub off half of the canvas with this color. So it looks like this. I feel like I'm going to use up a lot of the gloves on this project. Okay, I'm going to change my gloves. Go to the other side. I'll use another gloves. And this would be my other color. So this is, let me zoom out a little, probably will be better. Okay, so this side I'm using this beautiful color, By the way, these are all house paints, and I mixed different colors to get my desired color. Um, a while ago, I did the Navratan series, and for that, I bought so many different colors for base coat. So these are the leftovers. As you can see on this side, these two met, so it looks like there is no white. The only reason behind me using the white color is to ensure that whatever the color I use in the center stays vibrant, does not get tainted by the base coat. So I need to use a tiny bit more. I'm gonna wipe my hand. So it's not always easy. See, on this side it doesn't look really nice. I have to take some time to make sure that it's covered nicely. Usually house paints are very opaque. I don't know, for some reason this mixture doesn't look like it's too opaque. So this is what I have. This is my base coat. I am thinking of creating 3 flowers. The first one is here, the second one will go there, and the third one will be on the other side. So if my first flower goes here, I need to put 2 greens on either side of that flower. A lot of the colors today I will be using up from my previous mixes. The first green that you see, it's from Posse paint, and the name of the color is Maria's Shimmering Spruce Metallic, and I will add the link. It's a little acrylic paint company, and the textures that they have is out of this world. This rich creamy texture, I love that brand. So I will have the link in my description section for this one. The second color that I am going to use for the green is called Deep Green Permanent, which is from Liquitex Basics, and I probably have added some extra pigments onto that, but I'm not sure which ones I did. It's been a while that I mixed that color. So, and a lot of the times you'll be seeing that some of the colors are pretty thick. I tried to mix it like stir it again, but still they are pretty thick, and for my technique it should work out. It should not be a problem. Today for gold, I'm going to use Mayan gold instead of 24K gold from DecoArt. And the Mayan gold is from Prizm Pour. As I'm putting it on, it really looks like 24K gold, really pretty. For the next flower, I'm using my Atelier Cadmium Yellow Medium, and I can see that my mixture is a little thicker. So what I did was I added a couple of drops of Liquitex acrylic ink, yellow, orange, aho into the mixture to kind of brighten up the mixture at the same time. Just trying to loosen it up a bit. Next, I am adding Prizm Pour's Tuscan Sun. I'm going to use a Groovy, beautiful, beautiful color from Piggy. On top of the Groovy, I am going to add one of my all-time favorite color, which is Hot Tamale. And Hot Tamale is from ColourArt's primary element. Should I do purple? No, it's too clashy. Let's do a peach. The first color that I'm adding for the peach flower is Coral Reef Metallic from Posse. The link for this color is going to be on my description section if you guys are interested. I really like these colors. They are acrylic paint, by the way. First color I layered is Posse. And on top of that, I'm adding Sockeye from TLP. Sockeye. So as you can see, for each flower, I am adding 2 shades of the similar color just to have some shading once I blow the flowers. What is that here? A lump? Again, I'm repeating. So for today, for my gold fix, I'm using Mayan gold from Prizm Pour, and so far I'm loving this one. As I'm blowing the flowers, I'm making sure that I'm covering up all the whites on the surface, so at the end no one will know that there was white there. See, from this side the white is gone, so no one will see that there was a white there. Let's blow the peach. Oops, that area I blew it a little harder and the white got out, so I have to cover that up. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of extra paint there and try to fix it. A lot of the time it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So let me try on here. It didn't go away, but that's okay. So the last flower is the magenta / hot tamale one, and I'm just blowing the center a little because it was a little tiny, kind of tight on that area. So this is my last flower, and again I'm making sure that I cover all the surface. So now after I blew everything, can you see that all the white is gone and no one will even know that I put some white base coat right in between the maroon-ish and the aqua-ish color. So before I do any modification, it looks like this. So now I am going to use a skewer, excuse me, and I am going to modify it a little. By the way, at this time I'm going to use the thicker side of the skewer. Oh, I need to wipe my stick very well. Basically, by using the skewer, I am drawing some lines or sketching some lines in between the colors, so it gives the vibe of the flower petals for my 3 flowers. Okay, now I'm going to use the pointy side and pull it a bit. Okay, there is a lump, so I need to take care of it. That's what happens if you're using old batch of paint sometime. So now I'm going to spin it just to make sure that I don't have too much paint. And I know that there are some paints stuck here, so let's try to spread it out. I hope you can see that paints are spreading, going towards the side. And a lot of the times you guys ask me like, why do I need to do that? That ruins my design. Yes, it does, but the problem is if I don't do that, it's going to crack. Now, when I look at the composition, I see that this side it's spreading a lot because this side paint was thinner than this side. So I'm going to do is I have this paint already mixed. I'm going to just use a stick maybe. Dip my stick here and make some vine looking things. There we go. And I'm going to stop. By the way, I'm working on leftover paints today, so I will run into a lot of problems. Freshly mixed paints has its own spark, but I don't want to waste any paint, so this is a project out of leftover paints. Okay, first look at the sides. I covered the sides in a way that you cannot even see that I have white underneath. Look at the other side, same here. So that's how my sides look. On this side you can see that the extra paint, as I spun, it dripped on this side, on the other side as well. So it's important to spin. Those of you who are thinking, why do I need to do that? My paint and my patterns get shifted, which I don't like. So the reason is because I have to. Anyway, so this is my first piece. I'm going to work on the other two now. This is the second piece. So again, let's start with white in the center. Be careful how much paint you spread in the center because you don't want too much. You don't also want too little, so just the right amount you're looking for. So again, I need 3 flowers, so I'm going to cover up the greens on the rest of the places. So 1 green, second green, third green, I'm just using the same spatula. It really doesn't matter because the paints are going to get mixed up anyway. And these are my like leftovers, so in close up, I hope you can see the beauty of adding 2 shades of the same color to create these kind of flowers and vines, and because you get this beautiful shading between the 2 different colors. When I get famous, when I grow old, I'll have to Last time I used the yellow here, now this time I'm going to do it here. Again, I hope you can notice that my paints are very, very thick. Actually, I made a mistake, but I cannot do anything about it now. I'll just stick to this. See, the Groovy is freshly mixed and it goes really smooth. Peach. Going to use thicker side of the stick. See here, all the paint are going to that direction because of the spinning, and these are all extra paints. Fixing the sides. Now let's bring you down. Let's see the center. See, no one will know that there was white on the center. The way I covered it, it's all gone, and that's what I wanted to show you. Now I'm starting on my third one, and on this one I would not talk too much. I'm just going to show you the process. No. On this one, I'll put the magenta on this side. Tuscan Sun, so pretty. Again, thicker side. Okay. On this one, the composition looks a bit boxy, so I am going to dip my skewer on the green paint and create some tentacles. Let me show you the sides. See all these paint stripping? That's because I spun, because of the spinning. So it's important that you spin, otherwise all those paints would be on the surface and it's going to crack again. I'm successful that I don't see any whites on either side. So there we go. I will show you all three together if I get a chance. Otherwise, I'll show all three of them together when it dries. Here we have all three together wet. And thank you so much for visiting me today. And until next time, bye.